get down to it. So let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Do this. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in finds the mark. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Checks with the projectile. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Who will capitalize on an opening first? KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Breaks those shins. Brushes that off and keeps going. Big counter. Blows him. What's next? Knockdown and player 2 will look. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Checks with a medium kick. Side switch in the corner. Going in, they were right to be on guard there. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Quick breather, throws him. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Psycho flip wakes him up. A jump. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The jump-in is denied. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. That was a solid anti-air. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes off the impact. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Denies the low heavy. Absorbs the attack. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Player 2, oh, burnout triggered. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in, both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages to tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Check the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 needs the drives it back, misses, dashes out the cage right there. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness.
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. That drive impact is blocked. No good up high. Throws him down. Goes for the low kick. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. That drive impact doesn't get through. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? From up above. dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Had the radar up and running. Brushes that off and keeps going. Very good OU cycle uppercut puts them on the ropes. Scrapping it out up close. They return to center stage. Going in, the life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something?
How's this?
Medium kick hits. You've got to be sets up with the jump in. Fight back with authority.
How's this?
Tap him on the dome. What now? Time to go. The drive impact doesn't work. Nice fireball. What a finish. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Sorry guys, I gotta keep the pace. Cook. Billy Beto, bro. Should be a team. That nigga Senpai was letting this nigga down.
Es hora de entrar. Aquí viene el espectáculo de su cena.
Round one. Fight. Put your hands on my face.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the surprise rush in. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Goes for an overhead. Gets a good read on their opponent. Takes the chance to hurt him. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Had the radar up and running. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Jumps in. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Drop tap to close it. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in catches them. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Plenty of life left. A full drive gauge to work with. They have tons of options at their disposal. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Smart play with the throw. Oh, says no to the impact. Picks up the count, delivers the pain right to the doorstep. The drive impact is denied. Connects with medium kick, hits him with a stop and pop. The drive impact doesn't work. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
One more.
Final round. Fight!
Open with the fireball. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Ooh, what a smart throw. Gotta be careful. Drive impact misses. Quick medium poke. Sets up with the jump in. A jump in? Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Solid anti-air. There's excellent block. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Gotta do better than that. Sticks out a kick. Oh, here we go. The paint, the throw connects. Only 50% life left. Huge chance after that wall splat. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wall splat into the guard break. Both are ready to knock down. Here comes the mix-up. Connects with the throw. Quick medium poke. Amazing. Reads the jump in perfectly. Either fighter can use drive net. Sets up with the jump in. They're in range. Quick air-to-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Answers with the reactions on display. Awesome! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps it, solid anti-air. Medium kick hits. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Blocks the low heavy. Gets the jump in. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still charges forward. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Avoids getting stuck in it, picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That's a counter. Checks with a medium kick. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. What'll happen here? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Blocks it. Tracks the dome. Blocks the impact. Takes a trip. Ooh. Brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jumps, reads the jump in perfectly. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Low heavy. The low kick connects. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Impact's a no-go. The impact gets blocked. Trying to read each other here? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Trips him up. Long low attack hits. Big low reaching heavy. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Brushes off the impact, snipes him out the air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Impacts are no go. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Taking stock. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. A quick breather. So, what's next? Anti-air drops him. Not much life difference. Plate experiencing burnout. Uses the target combo as a filler. He hits him with a stop and bomb. Still slugging it out at this range. Jump drops him from the air. Impact squashed. Player two, the low. What now? Jump. Wraps it up with a throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? The super armor does its job. The combo's there. The impact gets blocked. Player one chases them down. Knockdown. Very solid corner switch. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? From up above. Taking stock. Goes to the overdrive. The jump-in is denied. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. And a KO. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player one chases him down. Sticks the combo. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Pokes with a medium kick. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Going in, somersault kick stops them cold. They're going for the super art. Uses their drive gauge. Just goes for it at this range. Player one is gonna burn out, but they may have a plan here. What are you jumping in for? Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? No heavy. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a counter. All right, what's coming up next? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
Stay down.
And the throw ends the round. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes to the overdrive. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs him. Jumps in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Gets carried to the corner. Barely blocks the jump in. From upstairs. Big throws. Jumps up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Manages to block the jump in attack. Player two hits the drive. Life meets them air to air. Medium kick into. They return to center stage. One chance here may end this match.
How's this?
Looking for a chance. What are you jumping in for? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. In drops him hard. The last round. It's now or never. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Pokes with a kick. Nothing stops this train. Meets them air to air. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their... Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 connects with the throw. What are they? Reads the jump in perfectly. They push their way out. Clutch, anti-air. Scuffle. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Noticeable life lead. Drops them hard. Who will set the bait at this range? Keeps the medium kick. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that good luck. This is gonna hurt. Big throws. Zones with the fireball. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Misses the drive impact. Knockdown. In a dire, they saw the chip KO on the table. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the null. Were they baiting them into that? Doesn't miss a beat. Still slugging it out at this range. Goes for the throw. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Whatever you heard about, that's whatever the fuck I interpreted that shit as is what I gotta do now. That works. Yo, Manny, how am I doing so far? How am I doing so far?
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Was looking for that jump attack. Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Denies the low heavy. Down to the wire. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Bending that drive gauge. How's this? Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Side switch in the corner. What'll happen here? Jump? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball in. Jumps in, hits him with a stop and bop. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. KO! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fires off in overdrive. Goes for the low kick. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Hold your breath. Player one chases him down. All that effort for so little payoff. Knockdown. Love tap to close it. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes a trip. This is the range where things hits them with a stopping block. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Throws a fireball. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Work low heavy, but no go. Life baits out the attack and gets the punish count. That combo did decent damage. Hits the drive. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? If this can lead to some big damage. Oh, the crowd reads the counter, just what they were after. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Yeah, every day I do this, never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, yeah, I'm being improved. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you totally fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. I done society, I'm super fly, like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
That time in. My party's off the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Goes for the low kick. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Nothing but air for the impact. Backs them into the corner. All right. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Impacts a no-go. Decides to meet them in the air. The grab misses. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Blocks the low heavy. Grabs him. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge too. Jump? Both fighters planning something? From low heavy too? Lots of distance here. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Denies the low heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Throws a fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Medium kick hits. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough.
You can't tell. Is that Goku?
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.